Welcome to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.
Hi, everybody. I'm spiritual medium, psychotherapist, and author Kellee White, and welcome to Ask Me Anything. Today is November 14th, 2024. So let me say hi to some people here. Hi, Karen. Loved my book. Thank you so much. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Angela. Hi, Ophelia. I'm going to come back and give you guys cards, so just don't worry about that. Hi, Sarah Stone. Hi, Dee Dee from Chicago. Yes, these are some challenging times, aren't they, Dee Dee? I have a lot to say today. Hi, Don Rosen. How are you doing, honey? I haven't talked to you for a while. I'll get back to that one too. Hi, Dana Smallwood. Yes, I'm going to be talking about seasonal affective disorder today, and it is a real thing. So, hi, Stacy. Hi, Constance. Hi, Glow. Hi, Erica. Hi, Nancy. Let's see. Oh, Erica says on a previous show I mentioned a ritual and I can't find the name anywhere. Well, I don't remember what I said, honey, but I am going to be talking about the full moon and what you can do during the full moon. Hi, Nancy J. Oh, honey, your mom passed this morning? Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm going to get you a card, Nancy. Let me go. Before I get to any of that, I'm going to talk a lot about the seasonal affective disorder, and I'm going to start with the astrology. So, Nancy, I will get back and get a card for you. I'm sorry. There are a lot of souls that are exiting now, and we've been talking about this for some period of time, that they just didn't sign up for the rest of where we are now for this road that we're on. So I'm sorry, Nancy, to hear that. That's a hard one, sweetheart. Hi, Kim Ann. Hi, Sherry Abdu. Hi, honey. How are you, Sherry? Hi, Laura. You got in good. I'm glad you did. Hi, Elizabeth Preston. How are you? I hope you are enjoying your horses. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Evie. And hi, Marge. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Lori. Oh, my gosh. Hi, Linda. Denise. I could just keep going on. Hi, Beatrix. Hi, Vicki. Hi, everybody. So I'm so glad that we're all together today. And I'm going to start with the Vedic astrology. So it's a really interesting time, and I know I probably start off that way, but tomorrow is November 15th, 2024, and I'm talking Vedic astrology here. So tomorrow is a big day we have three major things that happen on November 15th. And funny, I was thinking about this. November 15th, if it is your birthday tomorrow, it's a 5 of clubs. And whenever you hear me say 5 of anything, 5 means change. So I thought it was interesting that November 15th of 2024 is a 5 of clubs day. And there will be a lot of change. And starting with the change, we have Saturn, which is the planet of karma, responsibility, discipline, and it means serious business. So Saturn is going direct. It's been retrograde for, I think, 130 days or something. And it's going direct. And it's in Aquarius in Vedic astrology. And when a planet moves direct, it takes its time. Saturn's slow. It takes its time. So the energy that you guys may have been feeling for the last few days, and certainly today and even tomorrow, is almost a heavy energy. It's like an intense heaviness of an energy. So the planet Saturn is going straight. It's going direct. And what will happen when it goes direct is people that have been stuck, like waiting to hear about from jobs or waiting to hear back from something or just stuck in their life, it helps to move things forward. And it's in the nakshatra called Shatabhishek, which means 100 healers. So it brings a lot of healings for people and a lot of people who've had health situations, surgeries, or all of a sudden they have cancer, or I had a lot of people in my life with this one that has come up. It's all about looking for your health, looking at your health issues. So everybody, it seems to me, will be dealing on some level with health or health issues because it's all about working on that and bringing healing to everybody that needs it. So it's a powerful time, really powerful time. So again, Saturn's going direct. And so again, when Saturn goes direct, life starts to move forward, and responsibilities come in, a lot more responsibilities actually. So the other thing about November 15th is we have a full moon, and in Vedic astrology, it's in Aries. Now, I know that in Western astrology, they're saying it's in Taurus, but I use Vedic astrology. It's where the true placements of the planets are. And it's in Aries, and it's at 29 degrees of Aries. And that's at the very end of Aries, the very end of it. So this full moon brings endings and it brings beginnings. So it marks the end of a cycle. So we're ending an old cycle. We are beginning a new cycle with this particular full moon. It's a doozy of a full moon. And this full moon in Vedic astrology is in the nakshatra called Kritika. And Kritika is, it means the sword. It's intense. It deals with, oh my gosh, like the need to protect. People might have been feeling like they need to protect themselves. And really what it really means is that it's time to build inner strength, inner focus, to go in and build strength. So this is the time to do it. I mean, tomorrow, if you can, I'm going to give you some things to do at a full moon. But this particular full moon, also, it's a real, as I mentioned, it's kind of a doozy one. It's I like that word, doozy. It is conjunct with Uranus, so it's next to Uranus, and Uranus is the planet of shock and surprise, and it can bring unexpected opportunities. Uranus also provides a higher awareness, and it also can bring a polarizing energy. And this is that full moon tomorrow. It's as I mentioned, it's a big one here. And so some of the things that you can do here, which will be really important to do during a full moon. And I'm all about doing it, kind of rituals during a full moon, particularly this full moon. So first thing I'm going to say is this: ground yourself. Ground yourself, because this full moon can make people moody. It can make them sensitive. It can make you feel fatigued. So it's really helpful to use this time to pause, ask yourself how you're feeling physically, and ask how you're feeling mentally. You know, how are the relationships? How's your career? Like, really get in tune with your feelings. And that, when you get in tune with your feelings, it helps you stay grounded. And this can help actually make positive changes. So this is a perfect full moon to go in and inward and recalibrate. And if you're able to, it's kind of cold where I am, but take your shoes off, walk outside, ground yourself. You know, put your hands in cold water or warm water or cold water to, wash your hands. That kind of often will ground us back in the body again. Also, connect with nature. So if you can go outside, it's a wonderful time to go outside and kind of just connect with the rhythm of Earth. It would be a wonderful thing to do. And if you have animals, oh, that's even better. Take them out and get grounded with them. But really, this would be the time to stop and smell the roses, if you will. And speaking of that, there's another thing to do with this full moon. Take deep breaths. Like, really feel that pull of that full moon, because that full moon can often trigger emotions. So really taking a deep breath in and then releasing it. And do this a few times. It's very calming. Turn off your phone, find a quiet place to sit. This is a perfect thing to do with this full moon. Perfect. Also, meditation. If you have time tomorrow to do even a short meditation, whether it's a guided meditation, whether you're listening to binaural beats, or however it is you meditate, just by being still, it would be a great time for meditation. Often full moons help with the energy of going inward and meditating. So this would be just a terrific time to do that. Another thing you can do is journal, write down what you're feeling, pour your thoughts and your emotions into paper. That helps a lot of people, because when they are expressing themselves, they start to release that energy. So that would be a good thing. Another thing is, give thanks. I mean, really, what are you thankful for? Because we need to know what we're thankful for. This is a time period that we're in that we all need to really go in, recalibrate, and look, what are you thankful for? Eat something healthy, drink a lot of water. And these are the kind of things you can do. You can take a ritual bath, and you can also make moon water. Yes, you can go ahead, put your crystals out for this full moon. Again, it's a big full moon. This is a super moon. It's the last one of the year of the super moons. You can make moon water by getting a glass, like a clean glass jar, and you put filtered water in it. And then set your intentions. As you fill the jar, you visualize the qualities that you want to infuse in that water. Okay? And then charge it under the moon. Now, you don't have to leave it outside. You can put it by a window, just with the intention that this water is going to be used for special purposes, whether it's watering a plant, whether it's adding to your baths, or even simply drinking it with intention. And go ahead, charge your crystals. I know people always ask me about charging the crystals. It's a moon for that. Go ahead. Definitely charge your crystals. That is a fine thing to do. And the other thing is that on just November 15th, the last thing I wanted to mention is that in Vedic astrology, the sun moves into Scorpio. So when the sun moves into Scorpio, that has a lot to do with transformation. I feel that this is a time period of great transformation. And then it really is important to go inward and to be still and to go inward. And I'll talk more astrology next week. We'll cover a lot more next week, okay, on that. And I'm going to start now with the seasonal affective disorder. And the reason I wanted to talk about seasonal affective disorder is I've had so many people that have this. And seasonal affective disorder, it's a type of depression that occurs during certain seasons. Usually it's fall, usually it's winter, but it's already started. It's when all of a sudden, the days get shorter and it gets dark earlier. What happens is it's a real thing, and it can make you feel sad, it can make you feel anxious, it can make you feel hopeless. And the energy is like you're tired, or you have a decrease in your energy. And even if you've had extra sleep, you just might feel tired. It may make you start to get depressed. And we all want to watch that. You might be oversleeping. You may have trouble waking up in the morning. I know that a lot of people start overeating during this time in the sense that they crave like comfort. So they'll crave like carbohydrates a lot, or sweets. They'll have trouble concentrating. This is all part of the seasonal affective disorder. Actually, it's called SAD, S-A-D. And concentration is a big thing with this. The other thing is there's often a social withdrawal. So they might feel like staying home more, or just like not, hibernating. And sometimes there are thoughts of suicide, or they feel worthless, or they feel guilty, anything like that. And that's really important. If you're feeling that, you have to let somebody know. You must, because that's extremely serious. And also there are physical symptoms, like you might have more aches and pains. Some people have digestive problems even with it. But it's more common in people who live farther north. Like I remember in Los Angeles, I actually had a client that had it in Los Angeles, which really surprised me because we had so much. We always had the sun there, but it was almost like some biological rhythm that she knew about that would always happen to happen to her. But chemically in your brain, there is a decrease in serotonin. So in serotonin, we need to boost our serotonin levels. We need to keep them going. Serotonin is what makes us feel good. So if you are, or if you know anybody with seasonal affective disorder, there are ways to combat that. And one of them is through exercise, because physical exercises, when you start to move your body, tryptophan is created, and that helps the brain make serotonin. So if you can exercise regularly for 30 minutes a day, that really helps. Now, it's kind of ass backwards because you're depressed and you're down and you don't have the energy to do something. But this is what you really do need to do, is to start moving. And sunlight, exposed to sunlight, it actually really helps serotonin. So how do you do that? Some people, they have certain light therapy that they use, like literally they buy certain lamps that they will sit in front of. And that is often a common treatment for seasonal affective disorder. And eat foods like that are tryptophan rich foods like salmon or eggs or spinach or nuts. That produces serotonin. And then finally eat a balanced diet, because you have to have a balanced diet when you go through something like this. So that would include fruits and vegetables and legumes and whole grains and any of that. Practice mindfulness, practice meditation, because when you do that, guess what? It boosts your serotonin in your brain. You start to feel better. Connect with others. If you can, even if it's online, spend time connecting with people. Okay. And then do activities that you enjoy, whether it's listening to music. So I have a client today who told me she loves to swim and she just started swimming. And she's in her 70s. She just loves to swim now. I mean, there are certain activities that will boost your serotonin. Okay. So all of these are things that you can do. And just know it's a real thing. SAD is a real thing during this period of time. So please, if you feel that you might have this situation, take a lot of these tips from me and read everything you can about it. It's not your imagination. It's definitely not your imagination. So let's say that it is not your imagination. Okay, so I'm going to say this. Karen Farsi says, I loved your book. Oh, thanks, honey. Can you get a card? Absolutely. For your 61st card. I'm going to use the Power of Love cards today from James J. Prague. I love these cards. I'm going to use these. So let's get you a card. And I'm going to answer a bunch of questions here. Here you go. Loyalty. Your reliability demonstrates your loving sense of devotion and the consistency of being. Oh, Karen. And it's so funny. It matches the green. The green card matches the green in your K there, which is wonderful. And Nancy Dominic, can you get a card, honey? Yes, you can. Let's get you a card. Friendliness. You are able to recognize traits in common with another in order to forge love-based connections. There you go. Try that, honey. And let me see. Ophelia says, can I get a card for my son? He's been having problems with his kidneys. And his birthday is July 15th. And let me just look at July 15th for a second. July 15th is a King of Clubs. King of Clubs is one of the strongest cards out there, period. Very intuitive, really smart. I mean, they know what they know. And King of Clubs, my goodness, they can run businesses. They're huge. They bring in a lot of knowledge with him. And so problems with the kidneys, I guess I would ask, is there a lot of fear around him? Kidneys often represent fear. So I'm curious about that. Let's get him a card here. Acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. That's pretty accurate here. Okay. And let me see. Let me answer some questions that I also had here. Hold on a minute. I have a bunch of questions. This is from London Young. She says, what a great name, London Young. Finding inner peace is like leveling up in a game, she says. It takes dedication and effort, but the rewards are totally worth it. Does anybody have tips on how to unlock the next level? So I think that's such a great statement, London, because it is time to level up. I've been using that expression all week. It's like leveling up now. And so to level up, you have to achieve inner peace. You just have to find inner peace. And it's a gradual process, and it requires consistent mindfulness of what you're doing. You're cultivating something new. You're cultivating inner peace. It's a consistent effort. It helps you to overcome challenges. We're all going to have challenges. This is a challenging time. What I said last week, is, Earth is an easy school. Said no soul ever. I mean, the Earth is a hard place to be, but we will learn so much. We're going to grow so much during this time. So don't ever give up hope for anything. Please. Don't give up hope on anything. Go inward, find the inner peace and forge ahead and move forward through everything. I have to tell you guys something. It's the damnedest thing. I was watching the Martha Stewart documentary. Has anybody seen that? I'd love to know if anybody else has seen that. It was really good. I don't know if I was a fan or not a fan. I love her recipes. But boy, you want to talk about inner strength. That gal has got inner strength. It was I enjoyed it from that aspect very, very much, actually. So there you go. I'd be curious if anybody else has seen that and had the same experience. I'd be curious about that. So Brian Gaspar, he has been seeing hawks. So how many, raise your hand if you've been seeing hawks. Hawk totem, you know, I love to talk about totems. Hawk totems provide wisdom for everything. What they do is they bring a higher perspective to everything. They use the power of observation. And the other thing with them is they focus on the task at hand. They're quite extraordinary. So I always call the hawks the male psychics. They're the ones that oversee everything. So pay attention if you are seeing a hawk. They're trying to get your attention, and they provide wisdom. And Brian also shared with me that he has woodpeckers now. And I finally saw my first woodpecker. I hadn't seen one in a while. I just saw one yesterday, and that was a good sign. So when I got your email, Brian, I thought it was fabulous, because woodpeckers, if you guys see woodpeckers out there, and they're all different types, and they're so fun to see, but they always bring a message. Sometimes it's opportunities are knocking, like here we go with a new opportunity. And especially now that Saturn is going forward, you're going to have a lot more opportunities, because Saturn was holding up so many things for businesses and work and all kinds of things. So it's going to be going forward. But woodpeckers also mean to, like, let's say there's an old project you have not finished. It means to get busy. It means because they've got that red head, it also means to shake up the awareness of others simply by being yourself. So persevere. There you go. I hope that helps. If anybody has seen birds, let me know, because I love my birds. Okay, Karen Abercrombie. Hi, Karen. She says, in your book, which, by the way, if you have not read it, it's called Cracked Open. And I'm actually going to be on a podcast on Monday talking about my book. And so I'll show you that as soon as I do that. But anyway, in your book, you mentioned that you went through several traumas in a short space of time. Yes, I did. And sometimes in life that happens to people. She said, I'm currently going through the same 3 people connected to me who have passed away. I'm so sorry. She says, as I write this, waiting for my sister to be admitted into the hospital yet again, as she has decompensated liver. She cannot give up alcohol and has been told she will die if she doesn't give up alcohol up. And for the love of me, I would love to know what my husband and I have learned from all of these traumas. It sounds mad. It's like we haven't had the time to start grieving. I know. And your birthday is 10/17, which is also a 5 of clubs, and October 17. So people that are just new to me, I do a system called the Destiny System. And in the Destiny System, there's a card for every day. And we choose when we're going to be born. And so there's great consciousness with that. And so whenever I look at a day like October 17th, I love to look at the meaning of that. And so the meaning of it, if you were born on October 17th, is a 5 of clubs. And 5 of clubs is about change. And 5 of clubs touches many, many lives. And there will be those times, Karen, that we will get hit all at once. And when we do, you've got to go inward. You've got to go inward and just surround yourself. Know that you're surrounded by angels and your loved ones. And we get through these times. And I have been through them. And it's not easy. And I remember a lot of crying. I remember that. To a point where I couldn't even drive anymore. So I understand very much, Karen. And souls choose different things. And addiction is a big one. Addiction is a huge one. I'm sorry that your sister is going down that road. But it's a big one, honey. So I'm sorry, honey. Let me get you a card. Let me get you a card here. Okay, Harmony. Here you go. Harmony. You are able to feel a loving, balanced connection with everything. So here's what I would say, Karen. Really try to feel that harmony around you. Okay, try to do that. Try to bring in all the angels around you. That is what you can do here. And that's what I had to do. So Chrissy says, now, hold on a second. You live in Wisconsin. You can't always go outside barefoot. What's the next thing you do to ground? That's right, Chrissy. I cannot. Thanks for pointing that out, by the way. I have a lot of pads, of earthing pads, earthing.com, EARTHING, earthing.com. And I walk a lot on earthing pads. I have one, I sit on one, and that's really helpful for the work I do to be grounded. I walk barefoot outside. I mean, in the house, I walk barefoot as often as I can. I love to be barefoot. Don's not a fan of barefoot, my husband, but I'm like a huge queen of barefoot. So yeah, I understand what you're saying. It is, you just figure out, you make do. Anyway, so there you go. Dawn Rosen, she says, Kellee, tell me about the 8 of diamonds. So your birthday is February 17, and February 17 is an 8 of diamonds. And you said, my mom visited me from the other side today. Great. When she's close, I often cry. So first of all, 8 of diamonds is, they come in with a big smile, and they're healers. They're the healers of the world. They come in, their big smile usually could radiate so much love and light to help others. And it's a really strong card, really strong birth date, very strong. And I know that if you're feeling your mom from the other side, whenever we have a loved one near us, it can really bring us to tears. And that is what happens. You know, I've got chills. Your mom is so around you. So this is a good thing. Dana Smallwood says, sad is real and I would love a card tonight. Well, let's get you a card, honey. Expression. You are ready to manifest your thoughts and transform them into acts of love. There you go. And this full moon, set your intentions, everybody. Set your intentions. It is a perfect moon to set your intentions. Not just all about emotion and all that. Set your intentions on this one. I think that's going to be really, really important for everybody. Nancy J says, Kellee, I appreciate everything you do. My mom passed early this morning. I'm so sorry. Let's get a card. Let's get a card from her for you. How's that? Okay. And her birthday is 11/19, so that's November 19th. Ace of Clubs. It's interesting. It's just her time. It was just her time, honey. And I just don't worry. She's there. Let me get you a card here. I will give you a good night kiss. I always give you a good night kiss. So you just wait. You'll be feeling her a lot, Nancy. Pay attention to those signs. And I'm sorry that you've had this experience, but pay attention to these signs because they are there. So let me get, since I have 2 cards out here right now anyway. Lori Counts, this is for you, honey, from your dad. I am one of your guides. There you go. So your dad's not going to let you go. He's going to be helping you. There are a lot of fathers that come in to help when they've passed over. A lot of them come in to help. And Vicki, I'm going to give you a card here from your husband, Mike. Well, we will be together again. That's an understatement. So Vicki, don't forget that. Don't forget that, honey. And I have a great class for Angels and Archangels with Janelle Campbell on December 6th in the United States, and it's December 7th in Australia. And she is an extraordinary, not only extraordinary medium, but she's a great channel. And she's going to be doing a channel for the archangels, and she's going to be doing a channeled meditation. So, and I'm going to be talking about the differences between the angels and the archangels, and talking about each archangel, what they do, how to work with them. You won't want to miss this class. It's going to be really, really great class. We taught a class on intergalactic, and it was so fantastic. Working with Janelle, just the 2 of us have such a great synergy together. And she's just really what I would call her is the angel of love, this one. She is just full of love, and she's wonderful. So please join us on December 6th at 4 p.m. Pacific time, and it's a 2-hour class. And if you sign up for the class and you can't take the class, we will send it to you. You don't have to worry. You'll get it a couple of days later. It's always, I'm telling you, these meditations and the channeling is just amazing. We both were talking about this. We talk every few days, and just the presence of angels right now, the energy of angels, it's a constant upliftment. And if you are feeling this angelic energy, it's for peace, it's for calm, it's for balance, it's for everything. And somebody asked me, and I'll tell you who it was. Let me see. Let me get this here because I thought this was important. It was somebody. Who was it that asked me about this? No, that wasn't it. Hold on. I'm trying to find this. Okay, it was. Let's see. Rena Anderson. She asked me about angel numbers, and so I do want to talk about angel numbers just for a minute. And if you have a pencil or paper, or you just want to write these down. She wanted to know my take on angel numbers. So angel numbers are when we see like 3 numbers in a row, like 111 or 222. And when you start a path of spirituality, you're walking down this new road, you will start to see, it's almost like they're programmed to wake us up. You'll start to see 111 or 222, or you'll wake up in the middle of the night and it's 1111, or it's, 222, or different numbers come in. And this happens like over and over and over. It still happens with me, but less so because I did these for so many years. I'd start following the numbers. It was the damnedest thing ever. I got to a point where I would say, I'd be on the 405 freeway in Los Angeles, and I would be like, all right, show me 555. There'd be a 555. Show me 666. Here we go. And it's just amazing. So you can play with the universe with these because it's fun. But if you start seeing 111 or 1111, sometimes people will say, well, make a wish. Well, go ahead, do that too. But it means new beginnings. It's new beginnings. So 111 or 1111 are new beginnings. And if you start seeing 222 or 2222, twos represent finding balance, finding harmony, but also duality. It may be saying to you, look at things in use a different lens here. Like if you have a situation and you start seeing 222s, look at it's duality here. What else what's another way to look at something? If you start seeing 333, that has everything to do with for me, the Ascended Masters. So if I start seeing 333, it's like, okay, who's with me now? I have ascended guides with me. There are certain guides that are with me if I start seeing that. If you start seeing 444, 444 is always angel numbers. It means angels around. And I'm always jealous of people who have 444 for a phone number. The last 3 digits will be a 444, which is always kind of cool. Back in the day, we used to be able to get our own phone numbers. We can't anymore, but I always loved that one, 444. But it also means a solid foundation. So that's an important one. If you see 555, fives always represent change. Not only change, but fives mean to connect with other people, with other people. So it's a connection number. So 555 is embracing change. It means transformation. If you see that. If you see 666, it's not a negative number. It means to refocus. It means for balance, for peace, for harmony. So if you start seeing that. If you start seeing 777, that means it's awakening your spiritual alignment. It's putting you in a spiritual alignment. It's really rare. It's not as often as you think that you see 777. When you see 888, that is an abundance. It's prosperity. It can be material success, but it also can be like a positive manifestation. And if you see 999, it's completion of something. You have completed something. So this is always, and that's a rare one too, when you see 999s. And you could be looking up and all of a sudden you see a sign with this or a phone number with this or whatever. Anything that gets your attention, and it's your guides that are getting your attention to see this. And if you see 000, that's God. That is exactly where you're supposed to be at that time. Exactly. So you are exactly in alignment with where you're supposed to be. So I hope that helps. That's the way I interpret numbers, and um, that's how I do it, because I've been doing that for a very long time here. Anyway, um, okay, Marge Hall Renzi. She says, Kellee, I feel with spirit guides that I have no connection. Well, we all have spirit guides. We all have a minimum of one. Lately, I have seen a lot more than one around people. A lot more. I mean, a lot more. She said, I really don't feel any connection. And that's okay, because I'm telling you, they're there. But she says, I love to pray to my favorite saint, Saint Teresa. She's my guide. Absolutely, Margie. That's perfect. If any of you feel a calling, or you love Saint whatever, or a certain ascended master, or Jesus, or Mary, or any of them, that absolutely can be your guide. Absolutely. So I hope that helps. Patty Campbell, and your birthday is today. Oh my gosh, Patty, happy birthday. And let me get you a card. So today is a 6 of clubs. So sixes, anytime you hear me say 6, it's about balance. It's about peace. The other thing about 6 of clubs is they are the ones that overcome obstacles. So the big obstacles in their life, they will overcome it, and they know the answers. So it says you've applied for a new position at your place of business. This is a great thing for you, Patty, because with Saturn going direct right at your birthday, I mean, really close right there, you wait. Oh, that'll be so good for you. It'll be super, super good for you, Patty. Super good. Oh, here you go. Here's your card, Joy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. Well, we need joy right now, and we need the spirit of fun right now. We really do. Maggie Landis. Hi, Maggie. Kellee, I love your show, and I'm loving your book. Thank you. Thank you for all you give. Looking forward to your angel program. Are there any messages from me through the cards or otherwise? Well, let's get you a card from the Power of Love. Cooperation. In your quest to manifest the energy of love, you realize that every person and experience has value. And that's the truth. That is truth. Everybody has a value here. Everybody. So there, I hope that helps. Let me get some more cards. C. McMurdy. Hi there. Can I get a card for my son, Michael? He passed 5 years ago today, and his birth was June 24th. Yes, let me get a card from, now I'm using the Talking to Heaven cards from James. Here we go. I love this one. The earth is our school. So when he was here on earth, he would have learned so much. And I'm sorry he passed away for your loss, but I will tell you, he is around you. I think he's got the biggest smile and is like a good sense of humor, but a big smile here with him. He's always with you. He loves you, Mom. He just mentioned that. Here we go, Vicki. Hi, Vicki. I can't wait for the angel class. Thanks. All your classes are wonderful, helpful, and educational. Kellee, thank you, Vicki. I appreciate that. It's going to be a wonderful class. Laurel Davies says, can it be attended over YouTube? Yes, it's on Zoom. Thank you, Laurel, for asking. It's on Zoom. So when you purchase it, you will get a link on Zoom. And it's a 2-hour class on Zoom, and it will be recorded. And then after, it takes a day or two, and then we send it out in an email to everybody that took the class. So it's just it's a really fun thing to do, and I think you're going to love it. Helen Maher, please, Kellee, brighten my week. Several weeks ago, I tripped over my dog's leash, and I fell and I broke 4 ribs. Oh, yay. Very painful. Then on Tuesday, I had to put that dog down. Oh my gosh, I have pain on pain, as you can imagine. Yes, let me get you a card. Oh my gosh, Helen, I'm going to get you a card from both decks here. First of all, I've heard of more people this week tripping over the damnedest thing. So if I will say this to everybody, be mindful, be real mindful. And I'm sorry you had to put your dog down. I'm so sorry. Again, this is an energetic time. I'm seeing a lot of this. Helen, I think it's for you. Here is your great card for you. Peacefulness. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love bring calmness to your soul. So it is a time for peacefulness for you, Helen, for sure. Tomorrow with that full moon, just sit Well, you and everything you've got. That. Let me get you one more card. Hold on 1 second here. Oh my gosh, Helen! Let me show you the card that I just chose. I've got chills. I'm surrounded by loving animals. So your beloved dog is with other of his friends. I love that. Yay! Okay, Renee, would you put that up again? Mari, hi Mari. I see 4 digits numbers in my dreams often. Love from Japan. Oh, thank you for watching all the way from Japan. That's so exciting to me. If you see 4 digit numbers in your dreams, pay attention to what those numbers are, and then we will figure out, because every number has a meaning. And so I'm not sure what those 4 digits that you are seeing, but if you can remember those in a dream, if any of you guys have a dream with numbers in them, try to remember them, because that's another way that we can get information, that they're trying to get information to us. Or our higher self is trying to get us information, or our unconscious is trying to unlock something for us. It's always so fun. Here we go. And this is for you, Mari. It says, tears cleanse the soul. So maybe it's time for a deep emotional release. Time for a deep emotional release is how I would interpret that one. There you go. Patty Campbell says, I forgot to mention right after I posted for the new position, I looked at my second computer and the time was 11:11. Yay, Patty, doors opening. How great is that? Doors opening, 11:11. That's exactly what it means, doors opening, especially again with this Saturn, which is going direct. I mean, it's a powerful time. My goodness gracious, really, really powerful time here for people. Oh my gosh, Lisa Zapp says, love from Brisbane, Australia. Oh, I hope, Lisa, that you take our class. Oh my gosh. So Jean Pelkey says, my internet was down 8 hours. Wow, Jean. Thank you. I'm glad that you made it here. So let's see. Melissa says, hello, my friend. And is it true what you say about winter blues or holiday blues? That your ego is talking to you because I just ignored mine and it doesn't happen. Well, if you're not feeling right, it could have a lot to do with the full moon. It could have a lot to do with the seasons right now. It could have a lot to do with everything. It's a powerful time in the world. Lots going on here. Okay. Kathy Dzimniak. Hi, Kathy. I would love a card from my husband. Well, let's get you a card from your husband, honey. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. And they can be checking in on us. They can be, talking to their mother on the other side. There's a lot of things that souls can do. Sonia Mason Kelly, January 3rd, which is a Jack of Spades. If you were born on January 3rd, it's a Jack of Spades. That is not an easy position. That's not an easy one. There's a lot of sacrifice that goes on with that. Please, may I have a card? I've been so stressed. Any message from my spouse? Well, let's see, Sonia. Let's see. Here we go. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. I'm going to tell you, he will give you signs in the clouds. Look for hearts, but look for hearts, honey. Look for hearts from your husband. Yes, Kim Ann, go ahead and put your crystals out. Definitely. Hi, Carrie Sam. She says, Kelly, I'm glad I could catch you live. Yay, I love listening to you. Keep being amazing. Thanks, honey. I didn't catch the beginning, so I'll have to watch later tonight. Well, good. Let me get you a card. Yes, there is a lot going on. There's a lot going on this week. Present. Live in the present moment, and you are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. So everybody try to be in the present moment. Yes, because this is large energy, as they say in Texas, and it is time to be in the present moment. Okay, Linda Kruger, can I get a card? My birthday is 11/27. Yes, you can. So 11/27 is a 6 of hearts. 6 of hearts has a lot to do with family, and like they're the ones that kind of have to pull the family together or help the family in some way. Not an easy position. So let's get you a card. Not easy. Take responsibility for your actions. Well, that's the funniest part. The 6 of hearts always has to take responsibility. It's always part of a 6 of hearts. They always have to do that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Hi, Kitty Hahn. Can I have a card? And you see 11/11 often too. Absolutely, honey. Let's get you a card. Past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. And what I love about this so much right now is that This is the time during this full moon. If you can go on and you can go inward and you start doing like an inward taking note of yourself, what are you really thinking? What's really going on? What do you need to, what are you holding on to? What can you release? This full moon is great for releasing. If you have an old hurt, really look at that. How long are you going to carry that around? Think of it like that. Think of it like that. Okay, Dolly, Linear. Kellee, today's my 85th birthday. Yes. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Dolly. Oh, you get it. You can definitely going to get a card here. Respect. You value everyone's unique perspective on the path to love. Here you go. And I'd say respect for you, Dolly. Wow, that's incredible. Thank you for watching. Wow, I love this. Yeah, and Margaret, I love the topic of sad too. It's an important one. I think it's just important. Anna Ochoa says, Kellee, I'm thankful you changed my mindset last week when I wanted to hide. Thanks, honey. It's okay to spread smiles and love now. Yeah, it's what we all need more than anything. We all get through these times. I mean, come on. Again, it's a time to be really go inward and find your own inner peace and then forge ahead. This is what we do here on Earth. We forge ahead. So forge ahead. We can do it. We've got this. Patty Campbell says, often I call my current dog Jax by the name Marley, my dog who died in May. When this happens, I feel Marley is with me. Thoughts? Oh, for sure. I do that all the time. Patty, I can't believe you said this. I called Charlotte, which I love so much. I called her Livy the other day. Livy is our other dog that passed away. So yes, that means they're right there with us. Great question. That means they are absolutely right there with us. Yes. And our loved ones on the other side, our dogs, our animals, our cats, they're with us. Oh my gosh. And we will see them again. Okay, absolutely. Poonam CK says, I made it to alive. Well, Poonam, let me get you a card. Unity. You understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. That is the truth. A ripple effect across the universe. We want to always remember that. Always want to remember that. So let's see here. Let me get some more cards here. Beatrix says, can I have a card? And my birthday is October 4th. So you are a 5 of diamonds, Beatrix. But let me get you a card. 5 of diamonds is always surrounded by angels. And again, 5 of diamonds. Whenever I meet a 5 of diamonds, I always know there are lots of angels around them. Why that particular card? They're heavenly. They come to work on issues of self-worth and self-love. And whenever there are souls that maybe are stumbling with self-love issues or negativity towards themselves, angels are always there to lift them up and to pick them up always. Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do, Beatrix. There you go. And Jan Shrimp, let me get a card for you, honey. Here we go. Transformation. Use the power of love to move through illusions and shift into awareness. Whoa, that's a big one. That's a good one, too. I love that. Lori Hamilton McDonald. My mom's in the hospital on her way to hospice in another state from family. Can I have a card for her? Absolutely. So I'm sorry, Lori. It seems I'm hearing this so often, even tonight, but I've been hearing this so much. Let me get you a card from this deck. My mind is free. So I want to say this. Take really good care of your mom, okay? I mean, just send her a lot of love. Keep her mind in a good space. I think it would be a good thing for you to do right now with your mom. Keep her in a good space. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, people are seeing lots of hawks. Jeannie says she watched Martha Stewart documentary. You were amazed as well, right? I was amazed too. Oh my gosh. Okay, Amy Van Zost. Hi, Amy. Can I have a card for my angel daughter, Taylor, please? Yes, you may. Here we go. Ooh, I got chills. I'm so much better now. Look for rainbows with her. Look for rainbows for sure with that one. Yeah, she's a tough cookie, Ann Connor. Yeah, she was a tough cookie. She is a tough cookie. Luann Ford says, I watched it and I was surprised by some of the things she revealed. Me too. There was something about it that I was just blown away. Yeah, she was so stoic and non-emotional about interpersonally in her document. It surprised me too, Melanie. Yeah, there was something about it. I just couldn't take my eyes off it. Judy L says, I see feathers everywhere. So when you see feathers everywhere, these are often spirit guides. I get more spirit guides leaving angels for us. I mean, angels, leaving angels for us. You mentioned the spirit guides going, come on, angels, come in this direction. She needs some help. But the feathers often come from our spirit guides. I mean, that's what happens with that. Catherine Seaman says, Kellee, I've been told that I'm a Palladian. I understand that I'm here to help on this Earth school. However, does this mean that I have been here before or will be on Earth again? So, Catherine, I will get a card for you, but it all depends. I would say many Palladians have been here before. They're the original seeders. They're the ones that seeded Earth, if you will. The Palladians are typically, they'll have light eyes. Typically, they love the water. They're very emotional. They can cry easily, but they're the healers. They're the connectors. They're healers on Earth, and it absolutely means that I'm sure you've been here before. Most of the soul, not every soul, but most of the souls on Earth right now have been here before. But then we have a whole bunch new ones that are coming in for healing and helping Earth right now. So let me get a card for you, Catherine. Hold on. Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. There you go. I hope that helps. Yeah, Anne Margaret, she was talking about Martha Stewart. She was a perfectionist. That was really, I talked about that on when I did the Jen Weigel weekend last week. Or was it last week or the week before that? I talked about that was for Martha Stewart, perfectionism was what she came into the world to do. I mean, really to show so many people how to be a perfectionist, how to do something correctly. That was quite a life. It's quite a life that she had. So anyway, let's see. Okay, Evie Freddy says, struggling with a lot of issues right now, and I'm not seeing the end of it. May I have a card tonight? Yes, you can. And you are 628, June 28th. And June 28th is a Two of Clubs. So a Two of Clubs often will come to overcome fear. And so, let's see. Let's get you a card, Evie. You will overcome everything here. Cause and effect. You are aware that the love you create in your thoughts is an agent of change of the foundation of your results. So using a real positive way of what you're learning during these issues. What are you learning? You know, the cause and effect of it. What are you learning from all of these issues that you might have? Leslie, how do we know their names? For spirit guides, this is how you know their name. Before you go to bed, this is the way I was trained to do it. Before you go to bed, or if you're sitting in meditation, but often I'll say, before you go to bed, ask your guides or guide their names. Sometimes you'll hear a name, you might go, what? And it's not just you projecting that out, it's what you're hearing. So, or sit in meditation and ask. It took me a while to get my guides' names. I had seen them with my own eyes, actually. But for some reason, it took me a while to get their names. I have their names now. Often it's just not even important, you know. Patty Campbell says, when I watched you and Janelle last week and you talked about sending angels to help someone, yes. I had a friend struggling with a personal relationship. That night, I passed the angels to go and help them and his partner because there wasn't anything else I could do. And he really needed the angels to step in. When I saw him a few days later, I asked him if he had worked things out with his partner. And he said, yes, everything was fine. I told him I'd sent angels to assist and he thanked me. Patty, I think that's wonderful. I've got chills. Angels do that. You can send angels to other people if they're in trouble, if they need some support. Oh my gosh, please sign up for our class. We're going to be talking that. And they're angels of everything. Let's say you need help with, I don't know, something in your house. There are specific angels that you can just say, angels of housekeeping. Please send me a new housekeeper. You can do things like that. You will be amazed at what comes out of this. You will be amazed by this. Jen Tran says, Kellee, can I get a card? Life has been a roller coaster, but seems to be getting so much better. I'm happy, Jen. Absolutely. I'm going to get you a card, 2 cards. Kindness. You are a humanitarian made of love, and you are able to share that energy with others. And Jen, I know that is very true with you. You are that. And I'm going to get you a card from your mother, honey. Here we go. We have been in dreams together, you and your mom. Your mom's always around you, Jen. Always. I know she's really proud of you. So Barb saw 4 bald eagles. 2 were very close. On Tuesday, that's extraordinary. I mean, bald eagles, that's huge right now. They are also like hawks. They bring in the highest form of wisdom. When you see, they take my breath away. Every once in a while, I will see one, and it will take my breath away. It is about realigning your higher self, bringing in more of your higher self. It's extraordinary, Barb. I'm so glad you said that. Angel Engelar. Hi, Angel. It's so hard to find inner peace when whole groups are being eliminated. My heart is so heavy, so very heavy to think of only me. Start sending angels, angels. You have to remember, again, I remembered the assignment, and the assignment is to raise your vibration and to send love everywhere. Angel, that is the assignment. And your name is Angel. So start working deeply with the angels and sending angels out. And it will help your heart, honey. It'll help your heart. It will. Charmaine Vitsky says, I had at least 100 crows going crazy for a solid 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Circling above my house and jumping from tree to tree. My daughter heard them a block away. Charmaine, that might have to do with ancestors. Sometimes all of those crows that come in have a lot to do with ancestors. Melanie KR says, my father passed suddenly on July 13th. I'm so sorry. Let's get a card from your father, honey. Oh my gosh. He says, I had to leave that way. So whichever way he left, it was time for him to leave. You know, sudden endings are hard, aren't they? Where do I get those destiny cards? Well, if you go online, you can see what the destiny cards are. Robert Camp, I think it's called seventhunders.com, seventhunders.com. And he has every list of everything. He's written all the books on it and everything. And he's got a lot of great information. That's where you can go. Yeah, Kim Ann says, attract, not attack. Very good. Okay, Sarah DeVoe. Hi, Sarah. As a light worker, what is the best thing to say to someone who's in fear state about our country and it's all doom and gloom? It's a good question. But as a light worker, we want to remember that we want to keep our vibration up. You want to, there's only fear or love. And this whole planet is surrounded with fear right now. We want to rise above that. And as a light worker, that is our assignment. And so what do we say? We're going to move on. We're going to get through all of this. That's what we say, Sarah. We are going to get through all of this. And we raise our vibration up because that's what light workers do. I mean, really, this is our calling. And again, I got the assignment. And this is what we do, Sarah, as a light worker. So there you go. I hope that helps. And Margaret, your birthday's in 10 days. You'd love a card. Well, here we go, honey. Let's get you a card. Action. You have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. Well, take action there on your birthday, Anne Margaret. Take some action. Jen Tran. Oh, thanks, sweetheart. You are amazing. You are, Jen. You are. Okay. So Laurel Gavel says, Kellee, can I have a card for my mom who's in heaven? Oh, absolutely. Your birthday is it's my daughter's birthday, October 3rd, which is a 6 of diamonds. And so let's get you a card from your mom in heaven. Oh my God. She passed in 2020. She says to tell you, I got chills. She has a new understanding. And here's the thing, Lori, I swear I know that she talks to you all the time, that you can listen to her. Just get real still. You'll be able to listen to her. She's active. I like her a lot. She's active here. So everybody, I want to tell you on Monday, we have a really special guest on Life After Death and Beyond with James Van Praagh and me on Monday. We have an extraordinary guest. We have David G. And if you don't know who David G is, extraordinary man who's famous for his meditations. And he's just an extraordinary soul. You will love him. David G is our guest on Monday, and this is going to be a really exciting show. So join us on Monday. Sign up for the angel class. And I'll see you next Thursday. We'll do a lot more astrology because Mercury is going retrograde on November 25th. And Margaret, that's your birthday. So we'll talk about that. All right. Take care, my friends. See you next week. Bye.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.